Are we really recording?
We're recording. We're at 3 seconds.
2 seconds.
5, 6, go.
Are you just recording you today?
Yep. Hello, Sparkle Farts. Come on in and join us. We're the Bougie Stitchers.
Hi, we're the Bougie Stitchers. I don't think I'm ready for this today.
I'm Nancy.
I'm
and
Jenny.
This is Jenny.
Together we are the Bougie Stitchers. We are sisters. It's fun for a ride. I don't know.
Look, we got all eyeballs.
No, only Nancy
Who doesn't
has
need eyeballs?
And I took them
Oh,
away
watch
from
it.
her.
Look, this is kind of cool.
This is a channel about cross stitch, not Nancy's antics, but Nancy's antics are always present, so wish us luck. All right, we always start out, well, first of all, let's start out with a thank you. Thank you for those of you who recently subscribed. We've had a little uptick in subscribers, so we thank you very much for that. We appreciate all your comments. The comments from last video were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I learned some things. I put some things in my pocket. We do appreciate those of you that share with us the things we ask and how we go about, you know, your best life lesson. There were some good ones on there. So,
And what you put in your bags.
yes,
That was very nice.
I'm now sticking tea in my bag. All right. So we always start out with a moment of gratitude. My moment of gratitude is self-care. I need to get off the couch a little more. And so last weekend, because the weather did a whole bipolar flip turn, we went from negatives to we're 51 today, 60, you know, this week. I don't know. It's January in
In
Wyoming.
Gillette, on Thursday, it was negative 47, and yesterday it was 47. So in a week, we did
a whole.
Mhm.
It's not 100-degree difference because it's
It's not
It's a
100,
negative.
but it's pretty significant.
It's a positive, negative thing there. But self-care. We went on about a 4-mile walk. We took the dogs, and it was so much fun. We're gonna do it again tomorrow. So we've got a great hiking trail system here that's pretty paved. You can get from one end of town to the other along Goose Creek, and so I think we're gonna go to take the Kendrick Mansion trail and see where it takes us, down by the Y, out of town a little bit. Anyways, we're super excited. It's our plans for tomorrow since it's supposed to be nice. And then I
Nice.
think we're gonna wash my car. I don't know. We'll see how it all gets done before 1 o'clock because that's when the games start. All right, what's your self-care? Or what's your moment of gratitude? Mine was self-care.
Well, I was telling Jenny on the way up here, I have 90 minutes, right? 90 minutes to think of what you really want to be your moment of gratitude. And I really couldn't think of anything. Yeah, it was like kind of all over the place.
Okay, we'll pick one.
But I'm thankful for the ability to declutter.
Oh.
I took out 5 bags of trash in my craft room, but you know, you never know it. Still needs a lot of work.
I was supposed to come help her clean her craft room and I didn't make it. I have to take mine apart because I pulled this wall behind us is our outside wall. It's brick. It's really thick. But when it's super cold outside and super warm inside because of the way our building is insulated, this wall gets damp. And we have found mold on our trim. I think it's going to be an easy cleanup, but to offer that, we have to do it. So this whole back wall here, to include the closet, has to come out of the room so we can figure out what's going on. And that's a load. That's a work. I don't know that I want to do it just yet, but it's got to get done. So probably between now and March, this whole wall is going to look a little different. So we'll see. So decluttering, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
very rewarding.
Every day
Very
I've
rewarding.
taken, like, I don't have a lot of time during the day, but like I have like 15 minutes. And I tell myself I'm going to take 10 things out of the room that I haven't touched like within a year. And that's not like I clean out a closet and just coats. I still have the gaming to play with or to desort. But I mean, I've just taken like a small chunk and just chucked it. So my husband and I went from like 3 bags of trash a week to like maybe overflowing a little bit. But I'm not going to sell anything. I'm just going to let it go.
I know. Somebody said, well, you should sell that
Yeah.
and upcycle. I'm like, no, that's work. And it's stuff I bought. Like, it's money. Like, I don't need it. I don't need the money. I need the stuff out of my house. I need to feel. So we have this place called Urban Thrift. It's run out of, it supports our senior citizen center here in Sheridan. And so,
No, we should go to that someday.
yeah, it's fun. They have kind of weird hours, but Saturdays I think they are open. We were in there once because that's where I think we got the shutter for your.
The one downtown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I really like it. So I like to get a couple bags out before I go because you have to set an appointment up to drop your stuff off. It's just how they run. They take it all. It's just you have to set an appointment. Anyway, self-care, declutter, take the time to do both of those. it is kind of refreshing to get that all done.
And I'm going to put a disclaimer on there. I forgot a box at the house, so I don't have much to show today.
God love my sister.
I have a lot to talk about, though. No, I don't really have a lot to talk about either, but
I don't know where we're going. I feel like because I'm very intentional on my stitching that I don't have a whole lot, but I have some. All right, I have 2 FFOs. Do you have any?
I have one sitting at the house.
You sure do.
And it's a mill hill, and I love mill hills. Like, no joke, I got on the 1, 2, 3 stitch. I had like $428 in my thing. I'm like, well, I'm not going to get all that.
Just put it on your wish list.
I did, but when I put it on my wish list, it took forever. So I just deleted.
Because you had 400 and some odd dollars in there.
I know, so I just deleted some of them. And I know they're there. They have these sugar skulls, and I really like those. They had like a moose and a penguin. And
here we are, down a whole another rabbit trail of cross stitching.
I had a blast. But I have to do another disclaimer. My flamingo had to have knee replacement.
So your stitch for Beach Please is done, but it has knee replacement. It has to have knee replacement.
Yeah. That little bead would cost $12 to replace it.
That's why you make sure you put them in secure spots.
I went into my chair and it's still there. Because my housekeeper, I'm like, hey, will you try to find this? And she even wrote me a little note saying she couldn't find it. I spent an hour and a half trying to find it. The next night I shook my chair. Yeah.
I bet you it's in a vacuum somewhere.
Might be, but
this is my finish.
Show off. Very nice.
This is not me at all.
I like them though.
It's not, I mean, these are cute. I don't know where I would put them in my house, but Drew or Dan is a beach. Dan, my oldest, is a beach person. Drew's not. Drew's a mountain person. So anyways, this is my, it's not completely FFO'd because I have to figure out how I'm going to do the edging. I don't know if I'm going to do beads or braid, or I haven't quite got it. And I've got an order into Lady Dot. So a couple surprises that I don't want to give it fully away, but that's my giveaway. And I've showed this to you FO'd, but my neighbor picked how she wanted her Christmas present finished. She said she wanted a pillow.
Good job, Jenny.
So
very cute.
I can't even say I spent a lot of time. It's just a bunch of straight edges. My pillow form is a little thicker than it probably needed to be, and I keep playing with it. But
did you make it or did you buy it?
The pillow form?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bought the pillow form.
Oh.
But I like my pillows full, and because it had a stitch on it, I wanted it to be...
You wanted it to pop.
I wanted it to be firm, so.
Put him on here. He's a fish. See a fish?
Oh my God. I love my sister. I love my sister. I love my sister.
Remember, half a brain.
All right, hang on. I'm going to check this over here out of the way. All right. Do you have any FOs? Did you just brought your plans?
Nope.
Did you bring your whips?
Well, yes.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Nope. Sure didn't.
All right, minutes in. We don't got no stitching.
Nope.
All right, well, I have stitch. I have a few FOs. We'll start with this one. So this is a freebie pattern from, because it's on my iPad, from Snowflower Diaries. So she's got a blog. What I like to do sometimes is I just go into Pinterest and I type in cross stitch with an egg or cross stitch with a bunny, and it brings up a bunch, and then you just have to go find them. Like on this was a freebie. It was from her blog, and so Snowflower Diaries.
Now, what is that for, Jenny?
It's for an exchange with my friend Sandy. This month is an egg, or the month of February is an egg, because February is so busy. I don't even know who it goes to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, because I haven't even got the person I'm supposed to send it to.
I don't think I signed up for that one.
Well, you might not have. But
I did. I haven't even started, so.
No, well, she hasn't sent out the names either. So if you haven't contacted her for this one. But anyways, I did mention, excuse me, my nose itched, that I do like to do the exchanges. So this is, and it's mostly the call for colors. There's some ones that I didn't have, but they were close. So I'm either going to put it in a frame. Nancy, put those things down. I'm either going to put it in a frame or I'm going to flat fold it. But either way, it's going to be done here this week. Ready to ship. I just got to find some fun things. And this was in my Gamma Treasures bag from my friend. So, anyways, I've never stitched with this stuff's like painted or stamped on, so you gotta like
Oh,
poke
that you
through
did
it.
at Hobby Lobby?
Yeah.
Ah.
It was okay. It worked well. Then, not to be completely done, but done enough, I have a few more of my polar plunge, guys. So I have 3 done, 3 to go.
Show off.
Well, they take about 2.5 days for me to stitch. I've got the bear done.
I got the bear done.
I've got the whale done. And I've got the walrus done.
Okay, you help me while we're here. I did bring that because I was very worried mine wasn't going to. Oh, and in my cleaning, they found them.
Oh, good.
How are we gonna finish these? Are we? I really like that blue, but I don't know how to put it on here. The blue that's on here.
Oh, well, so yeah.
Is that painted or is it paper?
That's paper. So you got to find paper like this. But so Chantel 141, that she's got the set. You just have to go to her website. She's really great. So and Kathy from Hands On Design has a really great tutorial on this. And you've seen another person who's done these from start to finish is Nisi Lynn too, and she did a really great job. But this is your template. These are your ornaments, and see, they're not the same size.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to get the paper, and I think you glue the paper on and then kind of sand it off and rough it up, right? And then you take this and you make your template. I've got plenty of mounting board over there. This isn't centered, but you get your stitch on your template, right? And you lace it up, or we can glue it, however you want to do it.
You're a really good lacer, Jenny.
I do like to lace. I would be willing to lace yours as long as you don't expect them to be done in the next 3 months. And so then you put your stitch on your board. And you can buy, so this is the Lady Dot has the trim too for these. And all of this is on Kathy Hopperman's Hands On Design on her YouTube. She has a whole video on how to do it. So, are you on Ignore?
No.
What are we doing right now there, sister?
I'm just going to respond and then I'm going to put it on Ignore.
Okay.
Are you talking?
No, I want like you to pay attention. You asked how to do this, and I don't think you followed me.
So in my mind, I was truly going to be up here tomorrow, and Jenny called me about 8:30. She says, "Hey, are you coming?" I just gotten out of we just had breakfast. David made some French toast. It was really good. Later, of course, had his little plate of French toast, and she called.
And I was like, "Okay, we can do tomorrow." And she's like, "No, I'm coming today." I was like, tomorrow's fine. Like, I just needed to know whether I'm going to plan my day X or my day Y, because we'd planned today. I don't know. Usually we do Sundays, but for whatever reason. Okay, so anyways, you've seen the patterns. Called for a floss. Here's my whale. Here's my polar bear.
They're really cute.
And here is my walrus. But you saw my walrus last time. So those are my 3. 3 more to go. And I have your Norwal pattern in my...
Hey, Jenny, I really liked how you displayed that, too.
Well, it worked out... It really worked out well last time with... when we were Zooming. Because I didn't have to worry about trying to dig through my bags and things. So that's why I did it that way. That's all I have for FOs. But I have 2 whips. Do you got any whips?
Well, I got... I whipped on the same whip you whipped on.
Let It Snow.
Yeah, I've done a lot of taking out of there. For some reason...
Really? It's an easy stitch.
It should be, but...
Why aren't you... Is it you're just tired when you're stitching on it?
It must be, because or tired, or I don't know, but I've taken it out like 3 times and I'm back. So I think what I'm going to do is start in the middle, and which I don't normally do. I normally start at the bottom right and move up.
Oh, that's a lot of counting. Are you doing it on even weave or Aida?
No, I think I'm doing it on linen, because I'm doing the call for.
Yeah, well, you should start in the middle then. Let me talk about Let It Snow since we're talking about it. So this is our stitch with Stephanie, and I got to spend an evening with Stephanie, and we stitched on it.
Very nice. They didn't call me.
You said you were busy. This is our Barbara Anna. Let It Snow. Sorry for the glare. We decided we were going to do a stitch. My 24 and 24 is intentional stitching. I'm really focusing on 2 pieces a month and then maybe a couple others added in. So here's where I'm at.
You're doing it on linen too.
I am doing it on an even weave, I think. Maybe not. I don't remember what I'm doing it on.
No,
Oh, I am. No, that's where I got the pattern from. I am doing it. I think I'm doing it on the called for.
No, I thought I was doing it on the call for.
Well, then I'm doing
Which
it.
I am doing it on the call for because I remember I was really late, so I ordered the pattern and the material.
Well, then when I ordered it, they didn't have it. They didn't have the fabric, and I picked a substitution, whatever 1, 2, 3 stitch recommended. But it's 32 count. I know that much.
Well, Sadie is way ahead of me. I'm sure Stephanie is too. She's probably done.
She's in Vegas visiting a baby right now.
Her grandbaby.
Her grandbaby turned 1. So here she is. Sorry, I've been messing her around a little bit. And I'm really just gonna, I'm not gonna get it done before the end of the month, but what I'd like to do is keep stitching on it until it is done. So when I get some spare time, or maybe keep this in as my car stitch. So when I like go to work or whatever, we're finally done with inventory at work. We're finally got the store set up. So I think there'll be some days that I can stitch a little at work. My boss does not care. She knows we stitch at work. But I used all the called for, so nothing, that's not true. I'm not using all the called for because you see the flowers are red and the dress is red and the lady. And that bird is red. Mine are blue because I like blue.
That's a nice switch.
So I just switched it up. And then I put some blue here. Like I made the snowman scarf blue, so there's a little blue here. The flowers will be blue. Her dress will be blue. I think there's one little other thing over here that nope, I lied. There's no more blue. The flowers, the bird, the heart will be red. I called it done. Okay. And this is a bag my friend Leslie made me.
I was gonna say, who made that pretty thing?
Leslie did. She's took all of her projects out of her bags that she made. So she's got like a ton. And so she gave me a bunch. She's like, just take whatever ones you want. I think I took 3 or 4. She was very generous. And she's putting them in these things. So we'll show, like, kind of show them yours. It's similar.
I use these.
Yeah.
They're just Walmart.
Yeah. So, but she used an IKEA shelf and she's got all of them.
We
like,
don't have an IKEA.
All of them stacked and then names on all of them.
Very fancy.
I thought it was very, very good way. So then the other one, my last whip, because I did a lot of FOs this time, is my quilting.
Oh, you're using Rebel Stitchers. Mine finally came.
Oh, good.
Mine's in my box that I left at the house.
Good job, Nancy. Okay. So this is the stitch I complain about, that I'm not really complaining about, that I got suckered into. My friend Julie found it. It was from a stitch shop in, I think, Minnesota. Isn't that where Happy Little Stitch Shop is? I know, it's fine. All right, so this is it. It's a Happy Little Stitch Shop. I want to say they're out of Minnesota or Wisconsin. Sorry, I'm trying to get it so you can focus on it. They were really good about sending up auto ship. So I was very nervous about not getting all the pieces and parts. There are 5 parts to this. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is in here. I can't really tell you. I think 5 is where I left off pattern because I wanted to know if I was going to have enough fabric.
Jenny did an iron.
Actually, I did a little press job, but I didn't get it. Like I wasn't trying because I'm on even weaves or I'm on over dyes, and I didn't want to do a lot of water and starch pressing on it. So I just kind of, it's a blanket. Like it's a blanket. It's huge.
And what are you gonna? What's your plans for this?
I'm gonna frame it and put it up here. Remember?
Oh, yes, right.
Up here's a blank spot on my wall. Like follow that over, and my window, the big window our gigantic, remember I lived in an old schoolhouse, our big gigantic windows are right here. And it's going to go up on my wall. But it's a quilting bee. And I'll be honest, had I really like thought through it a little more in depth, I think I would have changed the colors a little bit to be a little more brighter because I like to make bright quilts. And these are a little more prim, these colors, not as bright. But I'm not minding it. And so far, truth will tell tomorrow when I finish my border, because my border is going to get done tomorrow. If it matches up, and I am happy because I'm a little nervous. It should match up, but we'll see. So, Julie's almost done with her border. But she's a blanket. Like, she's hard to, there's a lot of fabric there. I don't know how people do full coverages and all that. It's a lot. It's a lot to handle. It's a lot to maneuver. All right. Well, that's all the stitching I have. Except for plans.
You're going to lose that, Jenny.
I know I am. Hang on. Hang on. Let's set this over on the ironing board. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I didn't put that in there. That's all right. I'll catch that up. All right. Plans. What you got? Did you bring your plans? Well, this is only the second time in 60 videos that Nancy has forgotten her stitching. So that's good.
This one didn't hurt as bad as the first one.
Yeah, the first one I was just sitting on the steps. Her husband came home and was like, why is your stitching on the steps? Thank God it was summertime.
There'll be more to show next time.
That's right. There will be more to show next time. All right, so here are my plans. I am stitching with intent. February starts Wednesday? Thursday. So I'm into February stitching. I think I'm going to have time because this is my coffee block. We talked about this in our 24 and 24 video. It is a hands-on design.
That's very cute. Are you going to give that to me?
Maybe. I'm stitching it on Aida. There's a lot of Aida haters out there. I didn't realize that. You know what? Your fabric's your fabric, and you gotta love it, and it has to make you happy. Because I've got fabric over here that I'm working on I hate. I'm not a fan. But I saw somebody yesterday, speaking of fabrics you don't like, the fabric that I'm stitching Marty the Moose, our precipitation sal on with Sarah from Sarah Memphis E. I don't like it.
And the North Dakota lady.
Tammy. Yes, Tammy's working on it too, and she made those beautiful bags for us. I am not happy with the fabric. I saw somebody stitching it on Fabric Flare Snowball or something like that. I love it. It just made me happy. So I'm searching for the right size of fabric that I need, and I'm switching my fabric, and I'm going to get back on it.
And just point your finger.
I got a lot of finger pointing today. I just sit on this thing. And
I like it, Jenny.
anyways, I bought this from Stacie, Thread Thy Needle Stitchery. She was having a sale. I think it's the perfect chocolate. Looks like a big, dark, rich, creamy cup of coffee. Normally, she stitches it on 28 count, which is a 14 count even weave, and this is an 18. So it'll be a little bit smaller. That's okay. Very excited. But I'm going to take this with me, and I'm going to, because we're going to North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, to my son's swimming competition.
That'll be fun.
It'll be the last one, but this is my plain stitch, my sit on a bleacher stitch, my late night stitch, whatever it is I'm stitching, this is what I'm going to do too. So hopefully that.
Is that the only thing you're taking?
No.
No, I'm like, well, that's.
But, I mean, last time I took Flag to, when I took Flag to, in May to Dan's graduation, I flew out on Monday, and then we left on a Monday, or I guess we.
It wouldn't be Dan's.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be Dan's.
He graduated the week after McKenna.
Yes.
I took 2 stitches, and I only worked on Flag, and I had it almost done by the time I got home. So you can get them done pretty quick if it's your only stitch. The other February stitch I have, I'm not going to start till we get to Beach Please. And Beach Please is Stacie's from Thread Thy Needle. It's her retreat in Florida. I think there's still slots left. There's no room blocks left. or blocked rooms left. So I don't think there's any rooms left at the resort. I could be making all this up. Call Stacie if you're interested. There are still seats available. And it seems it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. And, you know, we were so excited because we were going to get out of the snow, except 60 degrees weather isn't really in the snow. But lots of our friends are going. So we're super excited. And we're going to meet lots of people. We're so excited. We're going to meet Tammy and Holly and Tammy's sister. We're going to meet Emily Call. We're going to meet, who else? Oh, well, we've met Lori PE. We've met her before. We've met Terry, but I think we're sitting at their table. So Amy, our friend, Amy's coming with us. So there'll be the three of us. Anyways, we're super excited. But my second half of February, this is my start. It's my holiday Quaker. And I have Bestitch Me. I think it's 32 count. Yes, Bestitch Me, 32 count, but I'm going to stitch it on. The last one I stitched on 14 count Aida. It cost me $500 to frame it. It was a bit pricey. Shh, it's okay. It's okay. And I did, so I have.
You don't even have those on the ring.
That's because this is all the floss I have. I really want to stitch this in.
I forgot your floss in that box. So hopefully you don't need it.
The white one?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't need it.
Okay.
I'm running low on it. And until the other day when I found the Marty the Moose fabric, I wasn't going to put a 1, 2, 3 stitch order in. But you never have enough white or black. Like everything has white and black in it. Anyways, I have the called for colors.
I can't believe you left it like that, Jenny.
Because I haven't finished. This is February stitch. I don't have to have all the things right yet.
Oh, because you're doing all this too.
Yeah. I want to use some of these. These are my cottage garden thread. They're out of Australia. I am in Rebel Stitchers bi-monthly, every other month. Every other month she sends a package out. So
I should get in that too. I don't know why.
No, because we're going to talk about that in a minute. So anyways, I have called for, and then I have the words cottage garden threads from Australia. And I want to, as I'm moving along, I'm going to pick what I want to use. Because see, look, so there's like blue spruce and cucumber, right? These are two of the greens that you need. And I was going to try, they didn't have it. Anyways, this is one I was going to demonstrate. This is what I thought.
Okay.
This is very variegated. This gold leaf is sort of variegated, but maybe I'll use this instead of these. So I was just originally starting my own conversion, and then I saw Lori sent me what she was doing, and she had all the called fors. And so then, like a big chicken, I ordered all the called for. I was very brave. I just ordered it all. I figured I'll use it somewhere between here and there. So that's where I'm at. But I needed to make sure I had all the fabric and floss I needed for my February stitches. And so I did that last week. Oh, I think I did need white for the coffee one. That's all right. I'll figure it out. What do I do with the coffee one? Is that in this one?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I didn't. I did not order the white. I needed the white.
I got you two, whatever that is, Yuri. And then I got you two B52s.
Okay. All right, I'll figure it out. I totally skipped over not ordering the one I needed. My 1, 2, 3 stitch order, I failed. It's fine. I'm gonna have a collapse because the small stuff's on the bottom. All right. So, and I have one more that I'm gonna work on. 2 more, maybe. I haven't quite decided, but one for sure.
I thought we were only gonna work on 2.
Well, this one so remember like a year ago we were in a FlossTube friends exchange. Well, I kind of stalled. Do you even have one?
Yeah.
Is it done?
No.
Oh, okay.
In
Well,
fact, I haven't even started.
I haven't either. So I have one. I'm just going to do a little peek. That's 2 ladies. Nancy made her lady a little short.
I didn't make her short. Remember, she's just put down further.
Nancy started.
Because I thought there was going to be shoes here, so I thought, why did her start down
She's
low?
already finished hers. Anyways, this is Jody's from Trixie Tricycle. We had to find 2 new friends because we had 2 friends that dropped out. And so we found 2 friends. So it's Alexa, My Amazing World, Nancy and I, Jody, Mel from Stitching with Mel, and Angie, Tiny House Stitcher. So we all met at StitchCon 22. So it was really fun. Anyways, I mean, we met each other in person. And so here we are stitching away, and it's 2 years and we have 3 people.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We told each other it's not a race, but I want to get myself stitched in Jody's and get it to Mel, because Mel moved one on. I don't know how many. I've sent her 2, I think. So this will be the 3rd one I've sent her. So I'd like to get working on that so it's one of those, as I get if I get, I need to pick it up maybe an hour or 2 here or there.
That's a very good idea. I should copycat you.
Just a couple hours. Get some work in. Because if you've already got one, then I'll have one.
Well, no, Jody sent me hers, but like I said,
This is Jody's. Oh, she sent the one she was working on.
So Jody sends it to me.
Yeah, and I send it to Mel. I think. That's who I sent it to last time. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. Anyways, my 24 and 24, I've got my January stitches ready, or my February stitches. Hopefully January will be done. My goal is to keep kind of plugging away a couple hours a day, maybe keep my January stitches in my car stitch, and then have my focus stitches. And I still got quilts to do. Ugh.
I do. I have a baby quilt and a queen size quilt I've got to get done.
Yeah. Oh, I finished a quilt. We're not going to talk much about that quilt, but I'm super proud of it.
Quilts are at the bottom, so we should stay focused.
Yep. We have some happy mail.
Oh, I love happy mail.
So this is from a viewer. I opened it, but I didn't dig it out, so I think they're hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. You good?
I'm good.
We normally need these, and I love this color.
My hair is back here
And that's Nancy's color.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. So, I did not open the card.
Oh, it's very cute.
Look at that little guy. Oh. Oh, how sweet. Tammy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
These honestly are needed in Wyoming 99% of the time.
She's from Florida.
Oh, she's got a great note
we'll
too.
Read that
we'll read it later.
But
oh, she's self-taught.
very nice.
You guys are kind of self-taught too. She unfortunately. Oh, she lives in a sunny state. That's why.
Thank you.
Oh, she's a quilter too.
Remember, you're not supposed to read that right now.
Stop.
I'll read it later. I'll talk to you guys.
Anyways, thank you, Tammy. These are amazing. I wonder if we're going to see her. I wonder if she's going to Beach Please. What part of Florida?
We'll find out.
I guess. All right. It is warm in my room back here, so I'm
It is
not
warm.
good.
In fact, I probably should take off this coat.
All right. Haul. Oh, I got some haul.
Is this anything, or is this just your notes?
Oh, I did. I forgot. Sorry. Stephanie sent presents. But I already opened mine because that's how I roll. This one is yours.
Thank you.
So Stephanie is a local stitcher here. She is a pharmacist. She's a grandmother, a new grandmother.
Cute. I love hand towels. Little gift. Sorry about the noise. You're wearing headphones.
Sorry. The bag side. Isn't it precious?
It's very cute. Thank you, thank you.
It's Teresa Kogan.
And a notepad. I actually need one of these for my grocery list. Thank you. And I don't care. It's Christmas. Mine will probably stay out all year.
Anyways, this was mine. She gave us, and she did the finishing. And it was funny. She's like, I don't think I had them finished before Christmas. I was like, we don't
know.
So, all right. And then we got hand towels. Perfect. All right. Happy Mail. Done. Check. Thank you. We love getting mail, so we appreciate it when you send us things.
Yes.
All right, haul.
Well, my haul's sitting 90 miles away. And I have quite a bit of it.
We'll just have a haul section next time for Nancy.
I think I might have to use some of it, though.
All right. Here is, and it's for Narwhal. It is the last of the 6.
Thank you.
I'm sure.
I'm putting it away right now.
I'm 100% sure that Kathy and her team think I'm crazy because I bought 2. But that's okay.
No, somebody else did that. I think Missy bought,
Yeah, she bought like 6.
Yeah, for her friends at her table, which I think that's a good idea.
I think that is a great idea. PDF patterns are great. You just have to like remember to use them. Oh, and I used GoodNotes for the first time.
I need to get that.
Well, Drew has it, so we have a family subscription or whatever. Anyways,
I probably have a family subscription.
last time we weren't sure what this was. Well, I guess that I'd taken 5 seconds to really think about it. I could have figured it out, but I do appreciate the lady who sent it to me reached out, and it's for a little stitch. So you can like stitch your initial or stitch a little motif on it. And then it's a necklace.
Oh, okay.
Duh. So I felt kind of stupid when she explained it to me. But if you don't know, it's better to ask, and then you have all the information you need. And shortly after, remember I said I had a couple packages from Rebel Stitcher. I got my package.
You get 2?
No, you get, one of them I had ordered, and I can't remember what it was, which one I ordered. If you go over and watch Rebel Stitcher, she shared her last, but you get, I think, 3 or 4. And then one of them I had ordered, but she didn't have it, so I just told her to substitute whatever when she sent my package, and she did. But if to be told truthful, this color right here, those are probably my favorite blues. Just deep, rich blues. I love them. So, that's what I've got. And this made me smile. So my niece is graduating. My niece on Steve's side, the one girl in the family, is graduating in May from high school. She wants to be a nurse. But she really does march to her own drum. And I love her for it. Like, she's just a little bit eclectic, super smart. And I just think it's cool. So I've got a quilt in the making for her. And I want to stitch this for her.
I like that, Jenny. That's.
I do too. And I'm going to use all the colors from her quilt. Because this came in my Just Cross Stitch magazine.
Ooh, you found one you like.
I found a few in here.
Very
but
nice.
The person who stitched this is Sandy from Stitching with Sandy.
No way.
Yes, wait, look. Stitched by Sandy Alba.
Oh, how cool is that?
So, I don't know, this just made my heart a little warm to know that I'm going to stitch something that my friend stitched in a magazine. She's a published stitcher. I mean, it's not her pattern, but it's her stitching. And it's done on with, hang on. I'll find it. Valdani threads. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to pull the colors that are going to match her quilt that I'm building and just use this is all variegated. These stripes are all variegated, so. But there's a couple of cute Easter ones in here. There's all your Mill Hill kits, Nancy. I wish, like, Blossom by Blossom, the Spring Begins. Like, those are some.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. And I would stitch that because I don't have a lot of springy.
I don't either.
There's some butterflies are cute.
Tulips.
These tulips, like,
Our mom loves tulips.
I thought these would be fun to do for a smalls exchange.
Probably, yeah. That's actually good. Or the trading card that Stitching by the Shore does. That
yeah,
would be
that
perfect.
would be a cute one. They're not. It doesn't look like they're like hard stitches at all. There's this one.
Are we showing the whole magazine?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not doing a flip through, but like this is pretty intense. But this is their new. This
But
is
if you
part
did
one.
took one motif or 3,
Yeah.
right? There's 9, yeah.
Yeah,
Or there's 12.
There's 12.
But yeah, if you just take 3,
I don't know. So I think I told
is
you
there
before-
specialty knots in that?
I don't
I don't
think
think
so.
so.
I don't know. I mean, there's Sullivan threads. It looks like a beast, but you know, I think Just Cross Stitch was at StitchCon last year and did a
Remake, maybe?
remake, and I think she listened to what a lot of people said. So this magazine, the last one I wasn't 100% thrilled with. This one I love. So I love because there's some fresh patterns in here. Not on my schedule to do this year, obviously, because I'm got my 12 or my 24 that I'm going to focus on, but I loved it. All right, that's all I had for haul. That's all I had. All right. Oh, our BFF. Should we do our BFF?
Sure.
Our BFF, her name is Heidi. She's called the Potty Mouth Stitcher.
How fun is that?
She just cracks me up because I've not really heard her swear much. There's not that much swearing in her 12 videos. But the funny thing is I saw her whip parade. I have been like binge watching whip parades. And there's so many amazing things to stitch on. But I'm watching whip parades. And so I popped on and I just typed in whip parade and she came up and I went, oh. And I'm watching it and I'm like, I like her. She stitches a lot. She's got a lot of Plum Street going on. She's a respiratory therapist. She just has a really cool story. She recently lost her mom, so that was kind of a sad moment. But I'm watching her whip parade and I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to go back and start from the beginning because she only has 12 videos, so I can catch up pretty easy. And so it was funny to see where she is and then go back and watch her start or pick out the projects. Like, I thought it was fun. Anyways, if you haven't watched the Potty Mouth Stitcher, pop on, give her a like. She's got just over 1,000 subscribers. I really think she's fun to watch. So, and she shares her stitching and she does it well.
Go straighten her crown.
All right, shares. We only did one. We're going to give away this bag. And we so appreciate, you want to hold this one?
Yeah.
We will.
I can do something.
You didn't bring your stitching. You might want to.
It was fun to read all of the different things that were in your bag.
Yes, that was a good one to share. But the winner
Giving away a little turtle.
Is
Myrtle the turtle.
D Arizona Stitcher. I'm assuming that's what the A is.
Congratulations.
So D, if you want to do me a favor, down below, if you'll email bougiestitchers@gmail.com, the address is below. We would love to get this in the mail to you.
Cheers.
It's all yours. And then we're going to do 2 shares this video. The first one is, I said smalls. So when you get ready to go to a retreat, there's normally an exchange. It's completely voluntary. If you don't want to do the exchange, don't do the exchange.
But it's fun.
It's fun. It is fun. It's fun to, you know, be in the hunt for whatever it is that you're going to get.
I know at StitchCon, I really wanted this bag. And I'm not kidding you, like 2 people before, that's how it is. You know, your number's drawn. She got it. It was a beautiful bag. But it's funny, like the things that they put in there, they're all different. They're
everybody's, the way they finish, the way they stitch, it's really a great thing. So we thought we would start sharing a few smalls. And so this is one that we have. I don't remember if you bought this.
I think
Amy.
Ruth got this for me.
Oh, and you've already stitched it.
Yeah.
So we were passing the pattern in this one, but this is a great small. This flower right there is great.
Now I'm looking back. I wish I didn't put it in there, but I did.
Well, we can put something. We can.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I've already stitched it.
All right. So this one is out for grabs, and the word for this one is small, S-M-A-L-L. If you've got an idea or how you think about how a small should be stitched or how you pull a small, like I told you earlier, I go on Pinterest. I look at patterns I have and see if there's a small motif or something I can stitch.
But you can take that, like you can take that Quaker and find a small in there.
Right. That's what I mean. Like I found those, I was looking for something and I found that egg and I thought, oh, that's cute, but it had a bunny in it and the bunny was a requirement for Sandy's small and you have to stitch something with a bunny on it.
Somehow I missed that, but that's okay.
It was on our last FlossTube. You still have time if you want to do it, but it's a busy month, so you need to think about that. Anyways, that's small, S-M-A-L-L. The next one is something that I'm interested in. We were talking about it, joining clubs. Like, I'm in the Cottage Garden Thread Club with Rebel Stitcher, and I really appreciate that club because it introduces me to a new one. The first year we were stitching, I got into the Weeks Dye Works from the Fat Quarter Shop, and every month I got a certain amount of skeins. You are currently in
Color and Cotton.
Color and Cotton, but that one's hard to get into. Like,
but here's the deal: I don't know how to do the conversion, so all those Colors and Cottons are building up, and I have no idea what to do with them.
You have to look at. Oh well, I can help with that, but you
never come down anymore.
That was weather. Stop it. I do too, but it has been a hot minute. So this was a club that I was in at one point in time when I first started stitching because I really didn't understand stitching. I didn't understand kitting up, and I didn't, you grow. In everybody's hobbies, you grow. And then some, there's just a comfort level of being in a club. But this was
Is that Fat Quarter Shop?
It's a Fat Quarter Shop. It was one of her quarterly floss cross stitch clubs. It came with the bag. It came with the floss. The floss is not here because I did stitch it. But
that's a great way to get started.
It's a great way. Like, this was stitched with Cosmo. And I'll tell you, I think you can very easily convert it to your color taste. I made it into a pillow. I showed that, I think, last summer, because I made it for a pillow because it's my boss's colors. And I thought, oh, she would love that. Not my color taste. But having said that, if you're interested in this giveaway, clubs with an S, C-L-U-B-S, clubs.
And Jenny has that S underlined.
I did, because I got to remember that I can't put club. I got to put clubs when I do that random comment picker. But what clubs are you in? I happen to be in Bestitch Me Fabric Club. It's a great way to build that up. And I've been able to pull some from some linen. I'm staying in the 28 count because it's an even weave. I think, though, I haven't changed it yet. I think I'm still going to change it to the 32 linen. But I got to call and see if she has a space for me.
Well, I want you to come down because I have a whole bunch of that Fortnite fabric that's 32.
And you don't stitch on 32?
Oh, I do. I can do 32.
All right.
Mistakes there, Nancy style.
Quilts. We talk a little bit about quilting. We started out as quilters. We are quilters. But cross stitch is another passion.
Better thank goodness for Jenny's bunion surgery, because that's what got us.
I know, right? Thank God.
Thank goodness for the
that
bunion
little
surgery.
bunion was gone, except it's now being ugly. I guess my doctor told me that if your body's prone to having a bunion, it just wants to put the bunion back. And I'm like, but I've got a big plate, a steel plate on this side, and the steel plate on top of my foot. So it's going to have to work really hard to bust that steel. And I got a screw loose down there. So,
well, you do have a screw loose.
I got a couple. But one in my head, one in my foot, and my probably. All right, but so quilting. We've got a bunch of quilts that we're getting ready to bust into. We just did our challenge submissions to our Quilt Chicks quilting.
Because of the weather, I changed mine, but I'm glad I changed mine.
I didn't change mine. All I did was mine are written in pencil, but it's photocopied and mailed in, so you can't change it.
Mine is written in pen, so I can't change it now.
Well, because I needed to make sure. Yeah, well. Like I said, mine's photocopied. So, but my challenges are submitted. The number one was drawn. So our number one challenge, mine is one of my chicken quilts. I have chicken quilt 1 and chicken quilt 2. They both need to be sandwiched and quilted and bound. So I'm going to put that's somewhere between now and the middle of March. I got to get that done.
Mine's just a baby quilt. But I miss it. I was thinking about doing the 3-yard.
A 3-yard quilt?
Yeah, but I have a book. I have no idea where that book is. I remember doing the last quilt for Emma. Emma kind of made it. I cut it out and she quilted it. And dang, I don't know where that book is. So whether I do that or something else, I just said baby quilts on mine.
I have a 3-yard quilt book down here if you want to borrow it.
I'll look at it if you don't mind.
Nope, I don't.
And then I have to get a wedding quilt done here, hopefully within a month. But it's a queen size quilt, so that's a big one.
It's a little bigger one. I've got a couple quilts that I really need to like get a head start on too, because 2 of mine are what we call camp quilts. Steve has been taking the ones out of the living room, which is fine, and taking them up.
But is it really fine, Jenny?
It is, but he's
with stipulations. It's fine.
No, he gets nervous because if it gets stolen, or because the ones out in the living room, I'm attached to, because
see, that's is it fine?
No, it is fine, but like it's the one you and I made together. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible, but I love it because we made it together. But he loves that one, and Walker loves that one too because he chewed the binding off of it. I gotta rebind it. He took my gray one, and it's not that I'm attached to that one, but it's like one of the first ones I made. So, and I made it during COVID. And so in my mind, I'm like, oh, I like this one because I have these obnoxious fabrics in there because I couldn't get fabric. So I was literally going on to websites and buying their discounted fabrics.
Sometimes you find good ones that you don't think.
But, I don't know. I was in Washington, D.C. The fabric store that was the most responsive and I could get anything out of is Northern Threads in Fairbanks, Alaska.
I said, that's Alaska. I love her stuff.
I love her stuff. But she was like, I would get it 2 days, well, not 2 days later, but like 3 or 4 days later. I'd usually, sit down on the weekends while everyone was watching TV and I'd like surf for fabric. And I'd find stuff and I'd have it by Thursday that week. She'd mail it on Monday. I'd have it by Thursday. So it was great. And I'm not dissing anybody else because everyone had, different states had different restrictions, but I mean, she was responsive. So I've got a special little place in my heart for her. And I think she's trying to sell her shop because I think she wants to work on designing. So, but
we talked a lot about that.
We did talk a lot about that. Sorry. But it's just, you find your people, you find your space. All right. Wheel. So the question, do you have a joke, Nancy?
I do have a joke. I do.
All right.
I've been working on this joke for a long time.
Drum roll. See if she can pull it off. Go ahead.
How does the 7 become even?
How does the 7 become even? I don't know.
You remove the S. Thank goodness it took you that long because it took me that long. Remove the S on 7. What do you have?
Even.
Even.
It's a spelling joke.
And one of my kids.
Wait, stop. Nancy told a spelling joke. Nancy, what was your grade in spelling?
Probably F. Probably a redo. Still is. My kids on my bus think I'm 68 years old.
I love it.
I almost pulled the bus over and said, no, guys. But it's cute because I do have a small bus. But yeah, it's like, I think, I don't even know what we're talking about. She's like, Nancy, are you 68? I believe you're 68. I'm like, whoa.
That's what
I said. I was like, whoa.
Little overshot there, just a little, sweetheart.
she got the ending part right.
All right, so you don't have to answer the question because you told the joke.
But what is it?
The question is vacation planning. Are you detail focused or are you a fly by the seat of your pants?
Well, I'm both.
I'm sort of both. I'm really concerned with, do we have the hotel room reserved? Do we need to buy tickets ahead of time? Like to amusement parks or, but I don't want it so scheduled that we can't deviate. Like for instance, we're going to Florida in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And Steve and I asked Steve to go with us because Nancy wasn't sure if she was going to be able to go or not. So Steve committed to coming and we have family down there.
I get to meet him. I'm excited.
So Steve's Uncle Rudy and Aunt Gloria, who's really like the matriarch of our family, his family on his dad's side, she's always kept Steve close and treated him kind of like a son. So Gloria's really special in Steve's heart. So we are going to go spend a few days with them. So we're going to start our trip. So we're flying into Orlando. This is the details. We're flying into Orlando. We're driving to Daytona Beach, other side of the state. So we'll be on the Atlantic side. It's beautiful. I love it. The ocean is just completely different. And then we're going to spend a few days with them, and then we're going to pick Nancy up at the airport in Orlando, and then we're going to drive back to Daytona Beach and spend Wednesday night there. Because we're not going to the resort where the retreat is till Thursday, and it's like a 4-hour drive, but that's okay because it's Florida, and we're going to have a cup of coffee, and the retreat doesn't start till 2. So we're going to be on the road by like 8 or so and enjoy Florida. And we want to have a little time to be able to see things, right? So then we'll do the retreat. While we're at the retreat, Steve's going to do a little work, and he's also going to spend time with his brother from Big Brothers Big Sisters. And Kevin has been in our family. Well, I've known Kevin the entire time, but Steve has been in Steve's life since he was a kid, and was Steve's best man at our wedding. And he's recently remarried, and so we'll get to meet his new bride. We're excited to meet Katie. And then on Sunday, we're going back to Orlando, and we're going to Universal, and we're going to Harry Potter World.
And Jenny doesn't know this, but we're doing it all. Well, as much as possible. But it's going to be all. We're going to be there probably from the very beginning to the very end. We're taking it all in.
So Nancy's Christmas present was...
It was amazing.
It was, Steve and I are taking Nancy to Universal. And so when I called to get the tickets, it was cheaper for us to get what they call a Freedom Pass. So I think the plan, instead of a 2-day park hopper pass, anyways, in order to do, the way the lady explained it, in order to do both Harry Potter sides of the park, you have to, I don't know. So this is where
we have to ride Hogwarts Express.
Yes. So in order to do that, the way she explained it, it makes sense. It's really, you need 2 days to do it, and you have to have a park hopper pass. But this Freedom Pass allows us to go wherever in the parks, and it's good for a year. There's a few blackout dates, but not when we were going. Clearly not when we were going, because old people, I guess, are the only ones that go to the park. And we're going on like a Monday, Tuesday. But Nancy and I, because Steve's going to do a little work, if we wanted to, could even spend some time Wednesday morning at the park.
Ooh.
Because we don't leave until like 3 in the afternoon.
I know.
It's what it is. If you're coming out west, leaving from the East Coast, you leave in the mid-afternoon, and you don't get into like midnight.
I know Amy's taking the morning flight. We talked to Miss Amy about it, because her husband's going back to work the next day. Now, in theory, I am too, but
because you're flying into Gillette though, so
yeah.
All right, so I don't like it planned to the detail, but I do need to understand the details in order to be able to plan the flexibility. Like, I have nothing planned while we're at Gloria's. Like, whatever happens that day, happens that day. If we just spend an afternoon at happy hour, we do whatever, we don't plan it. But we do have to plan the logistics of making sure there's a place to sleep and means to get back and forth.
Yes. So my husband and I went on this vacation this summer. It was not fun, because here's the deal, guys. I wanted David to do it. I wanted David to have control, and he wanted me to have control, which I didn't want the control because it wasn't my vacation. It was a mess. It was good. So, but
you had fun.
I do like a little bit more detail, than what we did this summer.
You kind of got to know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Like, you got to have an agenda. Like, we're going to Scotland in September. We're super excited. It's our 30th wedding anniversary. We're going to Scotland. We decided that we were going to arrive in a day before we started our whiskey tour, and we're going on a whiskey tour. And it's 4 days, and it's booked for us. Like, they're going to pick us up. They're going to get us where we need to go. When they made the arrangements, we could tell them what kind of hotel we wanted. We asked for a B&B with an ensuite. Our preference is to have an ensuite bathroom. But they made our reservations for us. And it was I don't know. We had to figure out how much the cost was. But anyways, whatever the cost was, they took care of it, and however, but that's the type of deal we need. But I've not got the trip planned to the nth detail in case we want to, do something different. But we did want to be able to have like the logistics of it done. So that's my vacation planning tip. Plan a couple big things, leave lots of room for figuring it out. So, because sometimes you run into that, like when we went to London, we could only do Parliament, I think, on Sunday. or Saturday. Like it was a specific day. Maybe it was Friday. I don't know. But whatever the specific day was, that was the only day we could do it in the time frame in which we were going to be in London. So, you know, we had to make sure we had that day was locked in. And then the next day we didn't plan anything big. And then the next day we planned something big. So we just left the room in there to be flexible. Long story. Long story short.
If we wrap it up in 10 seconds, we'll be in an hour.
That's all right. It doesn't really take that long to upload. So we do appreciate those of you that have come to join us and spend some time with us. We know there are a million FlossTubers out there.
That's just amazing.
And we love them all. Like there's not many that we don't try to watch. So we just ask that.
That's the ladies.
We just ask that you spend some time, find your community, straighten somebody's crown. You never know when just that kind word or that comment on someone's FlossTube or that text that you're going to send somebody is needed. So we ask that you straighten that crown, be gentle, be kind with each other, and happy stitching. Like, if you don't have anything else, you know, contact us. We'd love to hang out for a little bit. So our contact stuff is below. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate the comments, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Toodles.
I don't know. That's what I do.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time, happy stitching.